So I just wanted to talk about this topic that I saw maybe a month ago. Women, black women, my women, were on YouTube talking about how the natural hair community failed. I'm sorry, how? Well, they explained their little explanations, but I disagree. Here's why I disagree. One reason why I disagree that the natural hair community did not fail is because many of us did not know how to care for our hair. Whether or not a woman remained natural and then went relaxed, or, you know, usually sometimes it's like a yin yang, like they go natural, cut it off, relax it, cut it off, or whatever, right? At least we now know how to care for our hair. We know how to now wash our hair properly within the braids or whatever. We know how to condition properly. We know that we need to, you know, do protective styling so that it can grow, how to retain length. Need I go on? I feel like we're confused. I feel like we're looking at the situation while the girls who used to do natural hair videos are now, you know, wearing a whole bunch of wigs, or now they're relaxed, or now this, or now that. Whatever your reasoning, or natural hair became too commercial and too invested in consumerism or whatever have you. The fact remains, and this is the bottom line in my perspective, the fact remains is that we now know how to properly care for our hair. So now that a lot of us, you know, because this was almost a little bit over a decade ago, we know how to care for our daughters' hair. We know how to talk to our daughters about their hair. And that to me is a lot more significant than what a woman is doing now with her hair. It's irrelevant because, you know, hairstyles go through waves, right? There was the jerry curl wave, there was the afro wave, there was the twist out wave, there was a relaxer wave. We are constantly doing different things. Hello, we're black women. Hello. Most of us, right? At least in this space, right? We're constantly reinventing, doing different things with our hair. So it is not fair to say that because maybe you don't see it enough, that we don't do it. It's not true. It's not true. And even if we did decide to relax our hair, at least we now know how to maintain and retain length with relaxed hair. Because for those of us where the hair is not necessarily this thing that we're so desperately attached to, and then we're trying to hold on to every single inch, some of us are just trying to see ourselves differently in a different way. Right? So, for example, some of us may wear our hair differently. We may do different things with our hair. But that does not mean that all is lost. Because at least we can carry on with our daughters all the things that we have learned. Right? Or if not our daughters, then, you know, other women. Listen, you know, you gotta make sure that you make sure your products are pH balanced. Make sure that you have, make sure you co-wash. Make sure you pre-poo. Make sure that you know, all this stuff is not forgotten. Regardless of the other girls' YouTube channels, or regardless of what everybody else thinks that we covered, meaning like 4A hair or 3C hair or whatever, regardless of what you think it is, we are still out here. We are still practicing, whether you see it or you don't see it. Okay? So don't sleep on us. And don't think that the natural hair community failed. It didn't fail me. Hello, I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I have daughters. I know better. I know how to make sure that their hair will grow. And I will know how to use products properly. Sometimes it's not the product, it's how you use it, right? So let's just consider things in a different kind of way. That's all I'm saying. And don't be sad if another woman, another black woman, does something else different with her hair. You never know, she may return. Okay? Don't limit people. Don't feel like, oh, well, she's not doing it the way that I want her to do it. She's not natural the way she's supposed to be natural. Don't worry about it. What's for you is for you. What's for someone else is for someone else. But never underestimate the fact that some people like different trends and like to see different things, right? But guess another thing, don't forget another thing about trends is that they always are cyclical, right? So she may relax her hair. She may cut off her locks. No. Going through something emotionally. There's a drastic change that is occurring. And sometimes that's true. But just, matter of fact, sometimes I consider cutting off my locks and starting a new set because I don't like the grid. I don't like that I don't have a perfect middle part. I don't like how the girl who did my locks did them. I would like, if I could do things differently, I would want a grid pattern in the front that is perfect-esque. You know what I'm saying? Symmetrical, maybe, you know, ish, because it will never be perfect. And I guess I would want them maybe slightly thicker if I was to restart. But if I was to cut it off, I would restart a new set of locks. But I am proud that I cut off all my hair at 19. 18? Yeah, I cut off all my hair at 18. Yes. At 18 years old, I cut all my hair. But I knew that I was going to do that when I was around 17. I knew it because I knew that I wanted to get to know myself differently. And by at that time, I was young and I had no children and I felt very confident about my physical appearance. I was like, I don't need hair to be beautiful. This right here is for my own entertainment to a degree. It's my entertainment, and it's also another way for me to see myself as a Black woman. I've had braids before. I've had braids, I've had relaxers, I've had S curls, I've never had a weave. I've never had hair sewn into my, well, technically with the crochet braids, no, it wasn't sewn in. It was crocheted. It wasn't sewn in. So I never had a sew-in before, but I've had quite enough styles. Okay? And you know, and even when I was a young girl, this is probably like a story time, but like as a young girl, my mother cut my hair off at 10. 10. She gave me a Caesar at 10. And I revisited that style at 18. But because I wanted to, right? And to this day, I felt the most beautiful. Bald, but I don't have the same body. And this body has weathered 4 storms, okay? So, yeah. But other than that, like, I just want to come back to the fact that the natural hair community did not fail us. It didn't. It didn't. It absolutely didn't. It gave us tools and it gave us information. Because now we know the science of natural hair. And if you don't know who Kimmy Tube is, KIMMAYTUBE on YouTube, all of her information I studied diligently. Okay, and it works. And I think when I had my loose natural hair, before I went to the Dominicans and they, you know, pressed it out and beyond repair, I had severe heat damage, and which brought on my lock journey. But I was doing pretty well, learning how to manage my own natural textured, Afro textured 4C hair. I was totally fine. I know what to do. I need to wash, I need to condition, I need to pre-poo, I need to detangle properly. Another thing that was really wonderful is when she really broke it down, a human being on average, right? So there is there is a, not everybody fits one box, you know what I'm saying? But on average, human beings, all human beings, Black, Asian, whoever, whatever, grow 6 inches of hair a year, which is a ½ inch, right? The only issue with our community is that we didn't know how to retain that length. We didn't know how to keep it. We didn't know necessarily the need for moisturization, the need to seal in our ends with oil, the need to protect the styling necessarily, right? We didn't necessarily have the understanding. We had an idea, don't get me wrong, because we did braids, we did twists, okay? We did weave, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't know how valuable it was and how to navigate that, how to detangle properly, how to make sure that you're not ripping through your hair. The fact that, come closer because I'm about to tell you something that you may not have known, that our hair is fine. It is not coarse, right? And she breaks it down in all her valuable videos. Okay? Our hair is fine. We need to be more gentle with our hair. We need to be softer and understanding and such and such and such. Such as I say with everything else, right? More gentle, more understanding, such and such and such, everything else, right? So just put it all together. Put it all together. The natural hair community did not fail. Maybe it failed you. No, I'm not trying to be like rude or disrespectful or anything. Don't get me wrong. But it did not fail. I think it gave us the right tools. The information is available. If you don't know what to do, you can find out. We have thousands, I would dare say millions of videos here on YouTube that will show us what to do and how to do it and what can we expect when we do certain habits. When we do certain things over a period of time, we can yield such amount results. Also, another thing that I noticed is that on average, if you take care of your hair properly, you have afro textured hair. If you take care of your hair properly, you do your detangle, your wash, your condition, your deep condition, whatever have you, manipulate it mildly, minimally, right? You can get your hair to about potentially waist length in 5 years, right? 1 year, you get 6 inches, right? So it's around, I watch so many videos, I know on my body where it should fall. Like, in 1 year, the tip should come around to here. I think in 2 years, it should be here on your face. So, but that's just the front. So in the back is longer, right? Properly, mild manipulation, you could grow your hair with the proper knowledge. Don't say the natural hair community has failed you. It has not failed you. It has not. I think you just need to think about it differently. And I think you need to not hold on to other people's journeys so tightly, because it's not fair to you, because you're wasting your time. And it's not fair to them because they live in their life and they doing what they want to do, right? Right? You feel me or not? Let me know, comments below. Subscribe to my channel. Check out any shorts. Check out my content. Follow me on my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook. I have a Ayana Supreme Facebook page now that I'm keeping up with and updating. I'm posting mainly a lot of the stuff that is in the information box below. And what else? And I have an Instagram, and I'm gonna have more content. If there's anything that you want to see or any opinions you want to hear of mine, because I have opinions. Okay, they're quite strong, and you know, if y'all disagree, share that too. I want to know your disagreements, and if there's anything that you would like to share You know, there's respectful disagreeing, by the way. Respectfully disagreeing. Don't come at me with no ka 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 ka, rah rah rah. Unnecessary. But anyway, this is me, Ayana Supreme, on my channel. Subscribe, comment, like, support, okay? And you make purchases from Amazon using my link. It helps me be able to create more content, okay? It helps me help a sister out. Because I feel like I have a lot of opinions, I have a lot of content that I feel like I don't really see from other content creators, you know? Okay. I mean, I'm just telling you the truth. That's how I see it. And that's why I'm here. Because I was like, hold on. I can be included. I have stuff to say. I've been watching YouTube videos diligently for 12 years. Just watching, just sitting and watching and liking, commenting, and da. And it's like, but I have something to say too. Nah, I disagree with that. Nah, hold on. Nah. Right? So, thank you. And I'll see you in the next video. Catch it.